Thank you so much, all the panelists, for being here and putting forward your thoughts about today's day and much more about recycling, plastic, and a lot more. I think this session is very informative for everybody, and I think we all should do our bit of, changing something or the other for the environment. Let's now welcome our next speaker on Sustainability Dialogues. We have Mr. Pankaj Munjal, Chairman and MD, Hero Cycles, and I'm so excited to have him here and hear his point of view. With him, we also have Dr. Anurag Batra joining us, Chairman, Editor-in-Chief, BW Business World and Exchange for Media Group. Welcome you both, and I would want to get started with this session.
Thank you, Mr. Munjal, for joining us. 2 days back was the World Cycling Day, and a friend of mine who's a very ardent cycler, he made a meme and said, "Today is not the World Cycling Day. Every day is the World Cycling Day, and every day should be the World Cycling Day." So on that note, I welcome you. Cycling has seemed to finally taken off, though we're not going outdoors that much. But people have realized the benefits of cycling for immunity, for sustainability, and for at least 10 years, you've been trying to bring cycling as mainstream. You've been trying to convince the governments, the center government, the state governments, to build mobility-friendly, cycling-friendly, environments. So tell us, how's the COVID been an accelerator in your mission to get more people in India to cycle? I remember a couple of days back you tweeted an article which said, cycling is one of those domains that will benefit from COVID. And, so we'd like to know more about cycling and your mission of cycling.
Thank you, Anurag. I want to thank you for the chance you're giving me and the wonderful initiative that you do every day. Very, very hardworking team, and wish you good luck to Business World for all this initiative. See, COVID, what you just made a remark, we see a clean environment, clean rivers. We also have been reading that the lung disease, non-COVID, has come down. And the environmental deaths and disease has come down. We can't let it go. If you take the macro picture, in one thing is clear, that fossil fuel days are over. They are destined to be over. They can't be over that easily, but they're destined to be over. Now, who's going to make it? We will say government kuch karegi, and then it will happen. Life we have to do it on our own. Government is made by the people, for the people, of the people. So we as the people will have to resolve and look around, resolve by looking around and seeing what is happening in the world. I'm going to share a data point. India we consume 60 cycles for 1,000 households. In Germany, 600 cycles for 1,000 households. Richer the nation, more penetration of a bicycle into the family. Netherlands, 1,000 cycle to 1,000 households. What happens? Once you reach this level, your health budgets start to come down. The nation is younger, healthier, disease-free. Absence of disease is not health, a feel-good factor. Going to work with more vigor. These are the things to be seen. I have a plant in Germany. We were talking to them, and they heard one day Angela Merkel mention that in March, we should do this. There was no policy, there was no policing, there was anything. They heard her on the TV and they started to implement and live that life, live that discipline. India, whereas other ways we had to enforce it. We are socially challenged with the different society level that we are living in, but the developed nations have shown this way is happening. I would urge Indian thing to look at this and evolve more and more. Now, I've met the Prime Minister, Chief Minister, this minister, that minister, everybody loves it. Bahut acha hai. Prime Minister tweeted one day, every Sunday, like Anurag you mentioned, every Sunday should be a cycling day. So he also, in Man Ki Baat, so he is also trying to promote, everybody trying to promote the issue we all, and everybody wants to do it. Every child grows up on a bicycle. When he's 4 years, when he's 6 years, when he's 8 years, and when he's going up, he grows up. We need safety on the Indian roads. Now, chicken and egg. You meet Hardeep Puri, minister, and he says, good idea, smart cities will get it. But when? I joined business in 88 and I heard somebody, the Indian plane is going to take off. Now I'm in 2020 and I'm really waiting. The Indian plane is going to take off. So somewhere or the other, all what we talk about has to boil down to action. So I've got one China story, which has really inspired me. I'm trying to take it in my group, inculcate some best practices, take some learning, and I'm spreading it to wherever the Chief Minister of Punjab, where we are invested in the Punjab PSIDC. China we are the 5th largest GDP in the world, $2.8 trillion. China exporting $2 trillion. What is we 5th largest? Unki international trade is nearly as big as India. How did it happen in our lifetime? In 1980s, whenever they started to open, they were a Maoist economy. They were a agriculture based. I mean, I remember those times we didn't want to go there. And today's New York City. What happened? So 4 things is what I want, Anurag, you also to note down, take it forward and help build in this thing. Number 1, strategy is destiny. If you have a plan, then you make it work. Have a strategy. They got labor reforms, land reform, logistic reform, all these variables which take place into it, and then they made it happen consistently. Second, what I've been observing in China is a consistent policy after that. In India, we have a new government every 5 years. It is some conflicting policies come up, and that breaks the rhythm of large corporates who bank upon us as a supply chain partner. And then we say, hey, this duties come up. This land laws change. Now we need to expand. We need to do this. So वहाँ पे compounding होती गई. Next 5 years sat on the success of last 5 years. Next 5 years sat on the success of last 10 years. Building block consistency built that up. One other thing that worked very well in China was cluster. In a cluster, they got the maker, the part maker, the banker, the technology partner, the EM certification, the labs, universities, everything in one place. When a car maker came, he saw, wow, I get everything within this city or in this area. When a computer maker went there, he said, I will buy from here. When Nike shoe goes there, he said, everything is done here. What happened was the bicycle sale number went from 20 million to 100 million in China. Out of the 120 million sold worldwide, 100 million are built there. We could not compete them on these segments, on certain segments. So cluster very powerful. Now, in India also, these clusters are being planned and we can, take benefit. Hero Cycle, khud, Punjab government ke saath, we are working on an e-bike cluster. We will build 10% of the world production over there, 10 million bikes a year. And that is what is planning. Last is our voice. Any Chinese that you see is so patriotic at the core. Ek bar in 2018, October, there was a tiff going on between the Chinese government and the Japanese government. The Chinese local people stopped buying the Japanese cars. The Japanese cars fell 92% in 1 month. The factories had to be shut. And the negotiation, naturally, the odds became stronger for the Chinese. How a local person, a local individual, our friends, our family, our community, our society, we can make it happen. We can't say how to get China, what to attack. No, we have to be competitive. We don't have to attack them. To our end customer, we have to make the goods better, cheaper. New product development has to be faster. And that's what we need to do. So, Anurag, these are 4 points on the Environmental Day in these COVID times that if India focuses upon this, we can excel as a world leader. Heroes pledged onto it. We are building 10% of the world e-bikes, bicycles, designed in Germany, built in India, and sold around the world. So this is the new era that I would like to invite you to Berlin to have a look at the R&D, to have a look at the factory, how these e-bikes are designed, how they are made, and how, like a BMW, designed in Germany, made in Germany, how Hero has graduated to that level of engineering capability. So I think 5 million people, we make 5 million bicycles every year. We put 5 million people on a bicycle, whether he came from internal combustion engine or not. But these people go on a zero emission environment. 90 million people in India ride a bicycle every day. Imagine if this figure doubles, the ecosystem will stay. Fossil fuel will be consumed less. Carbon monoxide, ozone layer depletion, we don't need to do micromanagement. We need to stop dependence on fossil fuel, and we'll have a cleaner, brighter time. Thanks.
I just want to tell you a very personal story about bicycle. You know, my father, I grew up in Old Gurgaon, and my father was a professor of chemistry in the government college in Gurgaon. And I was about 10, 12 years old, and I have an older sister who's about 4 years older to me, 4.5 years older to me. And our father would like to go to his college from our home in Sector 7 till, you know, the government college is near MDI, on his bicycle. And we would, you know, as children, we say, Papa, why don't you use the car or use the scooter? And he would say, no, it keeps me healthy. What is your problem? People go to the gym, people do this. I just travel by this. I feel good. I feel healthy. And I can say at 81, my dad is healthy. You know, of course, he's
very inspiring. Very inspiring.
He's very honest. He's never lied. So, but, you know, physically also, he's very good because he cycled. Possibly, that's one of the things that helped him. For 10, 15 years of his life, he would go 6, 7 kilometers by a bicycle and come by a bicycle. Then he became a head of department, principal, but he continued to do that. He never felt that it showed his dignity or status.
Anurag, I want to extend your point that you're saying with your father, what he's doing. The mental motor is also connected to the physical motor. Now with medicine, with good health treatments, our parents will live longer and they will face Alzheimer's, dementia. So bicycle physical balance that you do also impacts and defers and fights dementia, fights Alzheimer's. So it's a very good thing your father is doing, which is very inspiring. So when I grow up, then I'll be like him.
By the way, I mean, I shouldn't be saying I did text you that you share your birthday with my father and father-in-law, you know, both.
Yeah.
Yes. And my EA, who's here on Imani. So coming back to cycling, sustainability, environment. Now, you know, you said, and it is a true thing, that social distancing can be maintained using cycling as a mobility tool. So it has benefits for environment, it has benefits for health, it has benefits for social distancing. Now, if you had to see India 90 to 120 days, and let's say 700 days from now, what kind of increase in numbers you will see in terms of people taking on to cycling in a serious and regular way, not just as a hobby, one-off, but making it a way of their life?
Anurag, it's a very, very sensitive situation that we can dream of. Today, we kept everybody away for 70 days or 74 days or whatever that number is. And the curve is rising. Tomorrow, and we've achieved something. We've achieved whatever, where we are today. Tomorrow, we are going to converge. All the benefit of 74 days apart will be impacted negatively if we again line up in metro stations and in buses and in factories and in social whatever. I've heard yesterday restaurants are opening up. So if we do not maintain a social distance and we get a second wave, I'm really scared what will happen to us all. Not individually, society, but we'll be very badly hurt. We have to be very careful now when we step out. Social distancing, mouth covered, clean, these three fundamental what is being practiced in people who have opened up earlier. So this thing has to be maintained. And bicycle, luckily, luckily, is the one which has built-in social distance. You can't have two people in 1 meter. So if we announce that promote bicycling or this is the way to come, we are logically, addressing the fundamentals of this. And Europe has done it. North America has done it. Our cycle sale in these countries have surged. There's shortage over there. People who never cycled have gone out on cycling. Safe distance rakhenge. They put on a mask, they put this on, and they go to work. So this is view. We are on the same page here.
Fantastic. I want to bring in one of my senior colleagues who writes on auto and is possibly our most prolific writer, and his articles sometimes get 3 lakh page views, 4 lakh page views. Abhishek, Abhishek wants to ask a question. He's a prolific writer. His quality of writing is fantastic. Abhishek, you want to ask a question to Mr. Munjal?
Hello, Mr. Munjal. Abhishek here. We have met a number of times. If you remember.
Abhishek.
Yeah. Achha, sir, you talk about, promoting environment. You talk about cycling should be propagated in a major manner. But why are you sticking to the ownership model? Why can't we move away from ownership model and have cycles on rent? Like, you renting out cycles to companies. Like if I want to go to the metro, I'll just have the cycles on rent, or if I from point A to point B. Why? Ownership model is still existing. Other countries, ownership models do not exist. I'm not talking about Ola, Uber and all. That's a different ballgame. But for cycles and other products, ownership as a concept is losing its essence. Why do you want to stick around to selling rather than renting out or...
Got it, Abhishek. Got it. I'm sure Mr. Munjal got your question. Mr. Munjal?
I got it, Abhishek. Clear point. It's a world. The world is turning asset light. You don't want to buy a house, you don't want to buy a car, but you want to use and you want to upgrade, and that whole society is moving in that regard. We are, I would really promote that. In fact, we have invested into some companies also. But aajkal ki dunya, for the next 6 months, what germs or virus, aajkal ki dunya mein you have to be sensitive. I don't know who sat in this taxi. I don't know who rented the bike and what germs he has got. For some, I would say 6 months, let's play safe. Remain to personal transportation. But what you say is right, and I'm totally with you on asset-light model.
Mr. Munjal, we also have Mr. Sudhir Mishra, who's an environment lawyer, and he's also chaired the first session in the morning. He wants to ask you a question. Go ahead, Mr. Mishra.
Mr. Munjal, I wanted to ask you, I have met you a couple of times. I hope you remember that. We did the conference of the smart cities together for Business World. And I came to see you also. I really, really admire your focus, how much you love this whole cycle thing. One is to do business. One is to also really have the passion for it. I asked you that right to cycle has to be the right to life. And I told you that only a court should guarantee that. But a lot of courts have passed such orders. What if the courts have been asking formally and informally, let me tell you, where are the cycle tracks in National Capital Region? If at all they send their children, grandchildren, or cycle themselves. Can we have those isolated 4 or 5 spots? And are we doing something? Can we do something for this entire thing where we know that Sunita Narayan kind of accident will not happen and a truck will not come and hammer me? So I want to cycle. I'm assuring you the cycle which Anurag got, I'll ensure that he comes on the same cycle and we both will cycle. But where do we cycle? That's the question I want to ask.
There are other similar questions from other audience. Similar questions from audiences. People are talking about the quality of roads. Ajit Kumar saying like electric vehicles are incentivized. Why shouldn't cycles and cyclists be incentivized and glamorized? Good tracks, safe tree shades, roadsides are key. So, similar questions coming from a lot of people. I think there are 5, 7 of them asking very similar.
You park all the cars of Delhi bumper to bumper. They're longer than the roads today. Multiply how many cars, and not nowadays, but how many cars will be there on the road 5 years from now. And with urbanization, more people coming into the cities, it's a gridlock. So unfortunately, man can see only one day at a time. But if we actually see and calculate, and business world should take this initiative and draw a curve that Delhi is heading towards gridlock. Urban pollution is going to darken the skies in no time. Once the world opens up, if we don't change, health will be again sitting at home and breathing 10 cigarette packets a day by virtue of the smoke. What have we achieved? What has COVID taught us in the mother lesson? So, sir, you rightly said that courts have given verdict to have cycling tracks and you want isolated people. Why don't we just open the internet and see what the world is doing? Why do you want to reinvent? The city centers in Barcelona are car free and the shops, retail has gone up. India may, in Connaught Place, Arvind Kejriwal tried and the shopkeeper said, no, our sale will come down. So that shot, which is important. But in Barcelona, the retail sales has gone up. People park, they walk, they cycle, they enjoy, and they've gone up. In London, £2 billion have been added to promote cycling. I mean, just study why in a London, city of London, if you cycle to work, you get a tax shield. The government gives you like an incentive to get off the cycle cost price. And offices may it's compulsory to have a shower, and when you come and you can change and go to work. Why are these things happening? Health budgets, they've come down. Netherlands health budget, if you ask somebody in your office for last 20 years, it's come down per capita. And healthy nations are being produced. India needs to just read it and wake up. I think good data, analyze data, there's a lot of data, but business world can correlate the data and give this warning. What do we look like 5 years from now? More cars in Delhi? I am going to leave Delhi for sure. Personally, my address will be not in Delhi because I've got that calculation. I've read a lot on this data. So we need serious attention, immediate attention, and the time is now. And let's try our best to hold on to the blue skies and the clean environment that we are living with this. I'm going to remember these times all my life that we actually saw clean skies.
Thank you, Mr. Mishra, for asking that question. There are one or two more questions which possibly you can answer. He says, Ritu is saying we are all social entrepreneurs. And you know, I manufacture cutlery, which is, so what you are doing helps the ecosystem. It's not a related question. What we are doing helps the ecosystem. We should be incentivized by the government. You in a recent interview said that, you know, while production in some of your factories in demand, because those, you know, you also have an OEM business where you manufacture, has gone down to 10-20%. Revenues have gone down. But you said, we will deal with it ourselves. We are a profitable company. And so, you know, why should entrepreneurs look for help from the government, or should they be creative, nimble enough to be able to find solutions themselves?
The Anurag, government needs to support to take off. They need to, why is Germany given $105 billion to buy e-cars? As rich country with very high 30,000 per capita, whatever, very organized society, udhar bhi chahiye. If the government wants to achieve something, after you give a speech about doing something, you have to have a strategy. First, you have to dig the ground, plant the plant, and then once the plant is strong enough, it can grow on its own. But that environmental cutlery, I mean, wow, I would like to eat food in that. We want to see that. But without the government support, there'll be a slower curve. See, it has to be a win-win. If the government sees this going and more employment coming up and these factors improving health, why not? Please make a pitch to Niti Aayog. We have very good listeners there, and they are a wrapper around different ministries. So they will take you to finance, or they will take you to industry, whichever ministry is applicable.
Thank you. You did ask that the GST should be reduced. So as you said, the government should support in terms of policy. You did suggest to the government that the GST should be reduced.
Anurag, 25 crore aadmi walk daily to work, to school, and they did daily chores. If it's raining, if it's too hot, if it's too late for a lady to go, they will perhaps drop the trip. Can you imagine the impact on the GDP? If they have a bicycle and they do not drop when it's raining, or when it's too sunny, or it's too late, can you imagine the impact of 250 million people? They'll continue to be gainfully employed. They will continue to become customers for other consumer durable product. So how can you tax a man who doesn't have income? एक होता है यार income tax. You पहले income और उसके ऊपर tax. How do you tax without income? उसके पास पैसे है ही नहीं. You charge him 12%, 14% tax. Not done. A bicycle is a tool. It's an investment on its own. It's a business on its own. People can sell clothes. They can sell milk. They can sell newspaper. On this, it becomes a self-employment tool. It cannot afford. You cannot take income tax from a guy who doesn't have income to own a black cycle. I request the government to look at it. This should be 5%. It will explode. It will have very large implications.
Thank you so much. My last question to you is, when we talk to you 3 years from now on the World Environment Day, I'm not even saying 6 months, 12 months, what do you expect to happen in the next 3 years? What's your dream? I mean, while you're a dreamer, you're also a realistic person, you're an entrepreneur. What do you think can be achieved in the next 36 months?
I would love to see cities it's not made for trucks and buses. Cities should be made for people enjoying walking and cycling in the city centers. Healthy families going there. Cycling to work. I would love to see decongested roads where instead of a car occupying space for 15 cycles, come down to 1 and cycling tracks running. We don't have to go and dream for 3 years. We can replicate what is happening in London and Paris and Barcelona and Madrid. We can see that and work with the Urban Development Ministry to make and do this. And एक दो proof of concept करने हैं. Chandigarh, New Delhi, Indore, Goa. If we work something like this, yeah, and water will flow down from there.
Fantastic. I'm sure your efforts and your evangelical zeal, it will happen. Cycling is an idea whose time had come long time back. I hope it becomes mainstream and becomes a part of our life, and we don't celebrate cycling only on the World Cycling Day or the World Environment Day. Cycling is a life-giving activity. It's a life-enhancing activity. It is a community-enhancing activity. So, Mr. Munjal, thank you for being a change maker and joining us on the BW Sustainability Dialogues on the World Environment Day. We wish you luck in your mission to get more Indians to cycle. And I'm sure when we speak again, we would have got more Indians to cycle. Thank you so much.
Good luck to you. Thank you very much. All the best.